You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, a 70 man Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Heroes Advent, Max's Path. I'm on the latest update right now, y'all, so we should have a little bit more content to get through. Anyway, alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. We'll do the Patreon stuff at the end of the video. Were we? Man, was it really? Behind? Jeez. Alright, okay. Man, okay. Silently comfort him, I suppose? Alright, you didn't mean to pry, so you decided to remain silent, letting him process his emotions while you coax him with soft pats. A low growl from Max's chest forced you to freeze up. Max? We made a promise to always be together. Why hasn't he... It took a few moments for Max to recompose himself between stuttering breaths, visibly trying to choke back his tears. My brother, Felix. When they planned an expedition to infiltrate the King's front line, Phoenix offered to go with them. I told him he didn't have to volunteer for the war. I was already doing well enough in the guild that he didn't need to enlist. But he said he wanted to show me how much stronger he was, that he didn't need his big brother following him around all the time. It was 3 years ago. No one's heard from that deployment ever since. And the guild refuses to send out any troops on a rescue mission. You heard as Max grits his teeth at that last line. Is that why you wanted to win the contest? To prove to everyone that you could lead a rescue team into the Knight's territory for him? Max stiffened in a moment and just as quickly softened, defenses pierced by a simple question. It wasn't just the contest. I wanted to keep the city safe for when he returned. It's always been for Felix. He's the only blood family I have. I'm sorry if this isn't the right time. Well, you never mentioned your parents. Did they... Max shakes his head, rubbing his chin over the top of your fur. No, but they can be dead as far as I care. Max? Sorry, Cassian. I suppose it's not what a child is supposed to think of their parents, but... Felix is too young to remember. Our parents abandoned us, told us to fend for ourselves as they left the city. We had to rely on the charity of the farmers. They were the only ones that would let us work for our food, until I was eventually old enough to join the guild and earn money and shelter for us. When I joined, I saw how much safer the Gallanteers made the city. It made me proud to keep it safe for my brother. And I'll continue to keep it safe, so he has a home to return to when he does. He's a Silverbane, after all. His forced laughter came out like a croak as you felt a speck of water fall on your cheek. You looked up to see the sides of his white fur matted to his cheek as tears began to streak over it. Max, you... You won't feel at ease until you found out what happened to him, will you? I can't say whether he's alive or dead. There's no way for us to know that. But I know that you've been hurting yourself trying so hard to keep the city safe for him. I won't speak for him, but as your friend, I'll tell you, you can ask for help and rely on your friends, Max. You reached up to touch his face. His head leads into your palm, defeated. We'll work together to find him, no matter what happens. Are you ready for that? Max shook his head, removing your hands from his face, nudging you out from within his grasp to face you head on. No. I don't think I'll ever be ready to accept that possibility. But I think I can try. He gave you a tacit smile, though pain and tear stain had shone through it with sincerity. Second, now. Coffee time. I hope I went on the right path. Oh, I hope that's the right path. Alright. Save. 1 second now. Okay. With that, Max turned back to the east to look over the city as the sun began to set. He looked away from the corruption, but not turning away from it. Sorry, no. Thank you for listening to me, Cassian. I try not to bring this up too often. I don't need everyone to worry about me. You should let them worry about you as much as you worry about them, Max. They're Gallanteer too, you know. Max turned to you again, letting out a hearty laugh, dispelling the tense atmosphere between you. While not joining in his mirth, you did smile to yourself, feeling quite glad that his mood was no longer so morose. They certainly are, Cassian. Guess it's time to go back down. You think you can manage on your own? Instinctively, you took a peek down the length of the tree. The way down was obvious, but that didn't make it any less frightening. Could you help me down instead? Max gave a good-natured laugh, picking you up and easing you down with the first branch beneath. Sure, Cassian. You can always ask for my help. Thank you. Man, it's so pretty. It took a while to get back down. It took a while to get back down from the tree. Thankfully, once you'd gotten a good way along the trunk, you managed to climb the rest of the way down. You could already see the figures of Cody, Alex, and Ray sitting around the fire. Jumping off the roots, you both quickly sprinted to the campfire to join them for dinner. You're late. The food would have gotten cold, but we've been waiting for you. Easy, Cody. If it's a little overcooked, I'm sure the curry will taste just fine. Can we please just eat already? I can only eat so many nutrient bars before I get sick of it. You could have started without us. You didn't have to starve on our account. Well, I did tell them that, but it's not a party if we're not eating together, right? And Alex kept saying he'd check on his calibration until you got back. Because I had to make sure the machine is working. We can't waste more time than necessary. Cody leaned closer to mutter something to you. He refused to eat a single bowl we offered him. Hey! Aw, Alex, you shouldn't have. Well, now that we're all here, let's dig in. With a flourish, the bear popped five plates with steamed rice, pouring in the steaming aromatic curry onto it as they were passed around to each of you. Alongside that, he produced a flat board of side dishes for everyone to take. Cody decided to put some Boric sausages in a lot of the meat Max brought back, which just enhanced the taste even better. This was looking to be quite the hearty and filling meal, after all. Just like that morning, the group ate between bouts of rowdy behavior among themselves. Mostly jokes and jabs between Max and Ray. Then came the occasional flustered quips from Alex and Cody offering everyone more food. He looked to Max as he engaged with the conversation earnestly, shooting you a look now and then for you to exchange smiles. You could feel a blush spreading over your face as you drink in their intoxicating positivity. Picking up. All in all, it was a pleasant time all around. Most of the food was thankfully finished off by the time you all were done. Alex was the first to retreat to his tent once again, while Cody was busy washing out the plates, cutlery, and pans of the water he'd collected earlier in the day. The three of you were still resting by the fire when the dragon stood up all of a sudden. Going somewhere? Yep, I'll take the first watch. You don't? Max shot you a look before correcting himself. All right, give me when you start feeling the first bit tired, though. Yes, sir. Ray mockingly saluted Max before turning to begin his patrol. I guess we should rest after that climb. Yeah. Good night, Cassian. See you in the morning. Good night, Max. With that, you split up, going to your respective tents, closing the flaps and settling into your sleeping bag. That's why Max is always so laser focused on working for the guild, because of his brother. Is that why he acts so strangely about everything else, too? Max. With a sigh, you rested your head, feeling the entire weight of your body leaning into the sleeping bag. Despite this day being quite mundane, there was still so much that went down. By then, sleep overtook you easily as you dozed off into the nothingness once more. To be continued. Alright, y'all, looks like we've reached the end of Max's path for now, so we're going to be continuing on to, I think, Ray? Ray, yep, we'll be doing Ray next, alright? So, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank you all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silverman. Thank you for going a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Anyway, excuse me, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our Not Safe for Work contents as little as $5 already. I love you all. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!